June the 10th, 1987. Dhaka, Bangladesh. She writes, "Yesterday was the final packing for our departure. Lots of work. Lord, I was thinking of a theory which is called Christ consciousness. I think it means our good inner self. Maybe this is how the writings come." The Lord speaks. Vassula, have I not told you that we are united? We are one. Beloved, call it true life in God. Live for me. Here is what I want you to write. She writes, I was wondering by a feeling, what would God write now? The Lord, my desires, little one. Vassula writes, God made me read a part of scriptures. The Lord speaks, yes, elevate, hear me. Will you see me in my church? Vassula, come to me. She asks, which church, Lord? Which do you mean? The Lord answers, all are my churches, they are all mine. They all belong to me, and me only. I am the church. I am the head of the church. Vassula speaks, but the way you said it, Jesus, it was like you wanted me to go to a special one. That's how I understood and heard you. The Lord speaks, you can come to me any time, in any church. Do not make any distinction like the others. They all belong to me. The footnote reads, the church never divided itself, but people divided it and divided themselves. The Lord continues, I am one God and have one body, a body which they have lamed. Millstones have damaged my body. Vassula speaks, my God, you seem so upset. The Lord speaks, upset? O Vassula, why? Why have they cruelly dismembered me? Vassula writes, God is very upset. He reminds me of the time he went and overturned all the moneymakers' tables in the temple in Jerusalem. So far, I never heard or saw him so upset. The Lord speaks, Vassula. She answers, Jesus. He says, I am. She asks, is that you really so upset? The Lord speaks, oh yes, it is me. Oh yes, I finally can place my words on you, Vassula. Charism is not given to you for your interests. It is given to you so that my words be engraved on you. Vassula speaks, I have never felt you so upset before. Are you? The Lord answers, I am. My body aches. It has been torn apart. Vassula, my God, but what can I do? I'm helpless. The Lord, do I not know all this, Vassula? I shall use you till the end. Never fear me. Never fear me, daughter. Uniting my church will be the glory of my body. Have my peace, beloved. Vassula, yes, Lord. I won't look left or right or behind. I will look straight ahead. The Lord, yes, understand how I work. Be still like now. Be willing to please me. Be one with me. Vassula, Lord, suppose the ones you want them to listen do not. Then? The Lord, now you are a step ahead of me. Child, walk with me. Together, yes. Follow me. Trust me. Come, I will guide you. Vassula writes, I was suddenly taken by surprise. I heard the dog bark. Unusual. Then my bedroom door opened, and I recognized in front of me the thief who entered 3 nights ago in our room, stealing money, and who fled. There he was again. I ordered him out. He turned around and left. Then I gave the alarm. I knew God was definitely trying to tell me something. The Lord speaks. Vassula, I am reminding you of something. When the brigand, the footnote reads, God used the right word, as later we found out that he belonged to a group. Brigands are groups of thieves. The Lord continued, when the brigand entered your room, did you expect him? She answers, no. So will I come too, sudden. No one recognized him either, because no one expected him to be there. Vassula writes, Jesus meant the 10 packers and the office men who saw him, but did not believe he was a thief. I have a feeling that this last sentence is very important and hides much more than it says. The word recognized is very deep too. The Lord speaks. Did it remind you of something else? Let me tell you. He had sinned, but those who passed judgment on him, breaking the rod on his back, were they not in sin too? Vassula speaks. I do not know what you are trying to make me understand. Yes, we are all sinners. The Lord speaks. Vassula, will I see all this and keep silent? Vassula asks, are you defending the thief, Lord? The Lord answers, no, Vassula, I do not. The footnote reads, Jesus was silent for a while. He continues, name me one man who has not sinned. She writes, I can't think of any. The Lord continues, big sins, small sins, all are sins. To sin is to grieve me. Vassula, I am witnessing so many sins. Love is suffering. Love grieves. Creation, my creation, return to love. Daughter, imbue me with love. Amend, beloved, amend.